Hello, it's Barbara Borck Hart, and we're back in my studio, and I've started another painting. Now this is oil on paper, and it is obviously a different shape. You can see all the markings since I paint on the wall of what has gone on before. Anyway, what I've started now is a figure. It is one of my grandchildren dressed up in some of my clothes. So she's having a really good time, and she's actually hiding behind all of the clothing that she has piled on at once. Anyway, you can see what's going on. It's going straight up through the middle. The hat is forming like a canopy around her head. She is holding a big fan right here, which covers her face and goes down almost to her knees. This is the bottom. The skirt is a long skirt, so it's sort of dangling on the floor, and you're going to see her emerging from my closet. So what I've done is I've blocked in the areas of color. It's darker back in here, so this is back. She's pushing forward. There is a big, almost like a half moon of color in here, taken around by another color in here, and then sort of splaying out into the skirt going down in here. I'm going to work on this some more, and we're going to see where it goes from here. We're back, and I've been working on the little girl in dress-up clothes. Now, the face of the little girl is not able to be seen. She is wearing this enormous hat, which happens to be my hat, with my fan and my long skirt. And at the time, I believe she was about 4 years old. So everything sort of hung on the floor or draped down all over the place. What I did was I pushed the negative space behind the back, which is actually the closet. I darkened it to make her pop out forward. Now she's walking down a step, and I'm not really crazy about the pattern in the floor, so I think that's going to leave. But this is darker and this will be lighter. And the pattern will disappear because it's distracting with all this going on. But this is the area of light and dark, so the floor is lighter over here. Obviously the light is coming from this way, going to darkness in the rear. Now the underneath part of the hat is a very intense kind of fuchsia red, and that will stay that way. The top part of the hat will be lighter. You can't really see, her head is covered, excuse me, and the feathers, which are radiating out from a fan in here, have peacocks at the end. They're peacock tails at the end. So this will pull you around. You'll get the swoop going in, also from the clothing that's over here, which is hanging on a door. This is an oriental kimono that's hanging on a door. So it goes whoosh and pulls you right through. And then this sort of blends together and swoops down. This is actually her foot poking out. So you can see what's going on here. Now this is a very frontal image, but you are presented with these beautiful shapes. This going this way, this going this way, and this literally going right up the middle. This sort of breaks up the space over in here, and this breaks it up that way. Now this is not very well refined. Some of the colors have gotten, like the browns in here, have gotten darker. You do see the lighter area in here. There's a shadow appearing from the door over here. The kimono has appeared. So I'm telling you more about what's going on, but it will probably change. Now I just wanted to show you that my granddaughter actually pulled real clothing from my closet. I've worn this to some polo event functions, and you can see that it fits my head much better than it fits her head. Might look better on her, but it fits my head, and it really is a very fancy hat. This also she found in my closet, and you can see the size of the fan in relationship to me. And then You can see the hat and the fan in relationship to her. She's obviously about 4 years old here, and she is playing dress up in my clothes. The hat is definitely swooping over her head, making this big circular shape. You can't see her face at all. You have a suggestion of her hair over here. The fan, instead of being in the top part of the body on me, literally covers her whole trunk from her head almost to her knees. Here's her hand holding it here, and you can get the textures all in there. The skirt, here's her foot, is hanging way down. So you get this tall thrust going up, this piece going across, and even this pulls you into the sweep of the fan. You can see the light has changed on the floor. I've moved it over this way, and she's coming out of the closet, presenting herself to you. To raves of applause, I must say. Anyway, I'm going to take you in for a close-up so you can see the texture, basically, of the feather fan on paper. For close-up, this is to give you an idea, of what the feathered fan looks like up close. Get the beautiful edges of the peacock tail feathers. Looks totally abstract up here. And here's the hat. The clicking is from moving the camera around on the tripod, which decides it wants to add its own sound effects. There's her hand clutching the fan. We're going down towards the skirt. You can see the different color browns in the skirt from where the light is hitting it. There's a piece of her foot to the left. And here we go. To the full view. I hope you enjoyed this painting. I did. It was a lot of fun. And we're looking forward to going to the next one. Thanks for sharing this with me.